Alright.
Let's drive down to Island Drive again.
Island Drive again.
Well, it looks like the thing stops. It's not getting this. Traction is gone. It's not going. Wonder why it was making that noise.
I know, once...
Water level's up and it go. That's good though. Glad that the water level's back up. Looks better. I think.
Yeah.
Be a doctor. I never thought I'd heard the phrase, I know we're going to do this topic today. I talked to my notes.
Who likes some eggs?
I didn't think that was going to happen today.
Hi, Chris. Yeah, I just came in here. What's going on, guys?
We still got lots of texts and calls.
Oh, my goodness. Well, you know the old saying, if you can't duck it.
Yeah, take it. 97 on the ticket.
WXYT FM and WXYT HD1 Detroit. Always live on the free Odyssey app. Sports headlines all day, every day. From the Corewell Health Sports Desk, this is 97.1 The Ticket.
Brought to you by Builder's First Source. Of course it is. Get plenty of duct tape there. The Red Wings season is a wrap. They had things with a 5-0 shutout loss to the Lightning in Tampa, who scored 4 of their goals in the third period. A final record of 35, 37, and 10 for Detroit. Head coach Derek Lalonde completing his first campaign at the helm and says he appreciated his experience and is ready for the coming months.
That text
tough to evaluate this team in the offseason, simply because of where we were at one point in the year, and obviously where we finished, a lot of ups and downs. But there are some things to build off here. I'm personally very excited about next year.
On Tip to Diamond, the Tigers finally getting a win 3-1 over the Jays, ending that 6-game slide. During the game, manager A.J. Hinch benching shortstop Javi Baez for a base running mistake, saying he was sending a message after multiple blunders by his team in recent games. Public voting for the Michigan Sports Hall of Fame is open, featuring names such as Rip Hamilton, Pudge Rodriguez, Henrik Zetterberg, and Kevin Glover, plus others in the professional category, other categories as well. Voting is at mshof.org/ballot. And Dan Snyder finally deciding to sell his beloved Washington NFL franchise. It goes for just over $6 billion to a group featuring 76ers owner Josh Harris and NBA legend Magic Johnson. Snyder originally purchased the team in 1999 for $800 million. At the Ticket Update Desk, I'm Chris Villar. For more, go to 97.1 The Ticket and Odyssey.com.
Live from the Jamie Samuelson Studio, Stoney and Jansen on 97.1 The Ticket.
Thank you very much, Chris Villar. John Jansen will get some royalties out of that because he helped Dan Snyder.
Right, yes, some royalties.
Yes, absolutely. All right, we're going to take a few more phone calls and some texts, then we'll get into the Javi Baez situation. But in the Tigers game yesterday that they won 3-1, as Chris mentioned, Jake Rogers had 2 hits, with a big RBI in the 8th. The pitching was really good, but Jake got a foul tip in the happy zone, as we like to call it right now. The nut zone.
As you like to call it.
Yes, so we asked, what's your nut shot? And our listeners have just been wonderful. Ticket texts and the phone calls, and we're having a lot of fun on a Friday. And we needed a lot of fun around here.
I have never heard of anybody ever duct taping their nuts.
Yeah.
I've not heard of that. I've not heard of duct taping an open wound. Like, I've heard super glue. I've heard a number of different ways to heal a wound instead of stitches.
Yeah.
But
I'm pretty strong in terms of, like, I've seen some gross things in life, and some gross things happen to me. I think if it actually fell out I'd pass out. I don't understand how I could get like.
Yeah. I mean, well, I don't know if I'd pass out. It would be very dramatic.
Play.
But I think that I would be more worried, not necessarily about, how do I seal this up, but like sterilization, like an infection.
Exactly.
I don't know that I'd want an infection down there anymore either.
Some ticket tests. Once when I was young, I was pulling a wagon full of wood to go into the woods and build a fort. I was using bungee cords, and one of the bungee cords let loose, and the hook went through my pants and hit right in the sack. Luckily, there was no damage, but man, that hurt like hell. That's Brandon in Ann Arbor.
Along with the bungee cord.
Pitching and travel ball back in the 80s, I took a line drive off my cup, cracked it. Lots of frozen peas. Let's go to Mark in Macomb. You're 97 on the ticket. Mark.
Good morning. How are you guys today?
Good. Wonderful.
Good.
So, coaching girls fast pitch. It's my 5th season. Warming up one of the pitchers before a game, and crouching, and there's one of our 5-gallon buckets, and I'm thinking, So I scooted the bucket over, and I'm sitting on the bucket, and I'm thinking, oh my God, this is the greatest thing since sliced bread. Why hasn't anybody ever shown me that? Hey, if you sit on a sure, 5 pitches in, 7 pitches in, fast pitch, 1 hopper, right in the nads, took me out, sucking my thumb, curled up in the fetal position, stomach, head feels like there's a train running through it. About 3 minutes later, I lift my head up and look, and my pitcher's still standing there. Coach Mark, are you okay? Okay, Corky, give me a minute. So, got her warmed up, came back down. Now we're getting ready to play the game. Hey, Coach Mark, warm her up again. First pitch, 1 hopper, hits me in the nads again, I'm done.
Wow, a double header.
The double
wow. All right.
He kind of sounded like Romo a little bit there when he was in pain. Ooh, I don't know if I will teach him.
Yes. One time my wife and I were shopping, and she, for some reason, was flailing her arms, and she hit me in the goobers. As I was bent over in agony, she proceeded to fall to the ground and pee her pants in laughter.
That's a shopping injury.
Yeah. My 2-year-old son jumped on me last night, right in the nuts. Then I watched Rogers take his nut shot 20 minutes later. I felt his pain.
One of the glancing blows I got was, I think, when Connor was little, and it was a Thomas the Train incident.
Oh. Yeah. Understandable.
Let's go to Rob in Oxford. You're 97 on the ticket.
Hey, good morning, guys. Hey, Judd, northbound 24 at Brower Road. Just past the cornfield, about 50 turkeys sitting in it.
Oh, spring gobbler, let's go.
Next weekend.
You got your tag?
13. No, I don't have my tag for down. I'll be getting one. I'm actually going up north right now to my son's farm.
Okay.
Bring the turkey to my house. My wife will play with it. Remember that last year?
Yeah. Anyway,
my response is, well, Rob. Yeah.
When I was 13, I was playing senior league ball out east, and I caught a foul. I was catcher, and I caught a foul tip off the bat into my cup. It shattered my cup, knocked the wind out of me, and I spent about an hour that night pulling 2 shards of plastic out of my package. I can remember the pain like it was yesterday, and I just turned 60.
Wow.
The next game we had, I think every parent there bought me a new cup and was bringing it. And we were hitting, all my teammates were hitting them with bats, making sure they weren't going to shatter before they picked the one I was going to wear.
Oh, Lord. Thanks, Rob. Appreciate it.
When I got hit there with the baseball, and I said I left the stitches mark from the ball on my balls.
Yeah.
It's like rug burn on your balls. Is what do you
Wow. All right. By the way, little segue here. Greg mentioned that our caller sounded like Tony Romo.
Oh, yeah.
Did you hear about this? Jim Nantz went to Tony Romo's defense in an interview yesterday.
Oh, did I?
Yeah, with the Jimmy Traina, SI Media writer, who's been around for a long time, very highly respected. And Jim Nantz believes a lot of the criticism of Tony Romo, believe it or not, is agenda-driven.
Agenda-driven? What's the agenda?
I think there was a little bit of a misinformation attempt there to portray him in a not so favorable light. It was very disappointing. For the life of me, I didn't understand it. Tony is the best. He's the absolute best, and he's also one of my best friends. I love the guy. And when somebody starts questioning our chemistry, there's an agenda there. There's nothing wrong with our chemistry. I've never had better chemistry with anybody in my career than with Tony. Here's what I don't get is, where was all this outcry during the season? It's not like we were invisible. We didn't do any of these games in January any different than we did during the regular season. So there are people like taking cheap shots. I don't get it.
Everybody was talking about it throughout the entire season.
That he's not as good as he was when he first started. Because when he first started, he was unique. He was really good. He could figure out plays before anybody else. But now, at least for us, it's it's just the caricature. But I get that he has been getting hammered a little bit, I guess.
Yeah, but I mean, rightly so. Okay. We all like something new, something different. Mm-hmm. And he could keep that same, but like you said, it's a character of himself. He's gone so far the other way, and it does sound like, maybe before some of those moments, like he did take a nut shot.
Yeah, but the other thing, and I understand what Jim Nance is saying.
I don't understand what the agenda is, though.
Well, I don't understand the word agenda, but people were kind of, against him for, saying that he didn't work hard, that type of thing. There was rumors that maybe that's what he's talking about, but I still don't know what the agenda would be, where he was getting, bad mouth for his work habits. He wasn't looking at as much film and all. I don't know.
I never questioned their chemistry. No, the chemistry's fine. I haven't heard anybody say that. I think that is pretty unfair to question that.
Yeah.
But there's clearly enough smoke on Lomo that he's not putting in quite the effort that he did when he started, and that can be a problem in this.
Well, I mean, okay, so he's the analyst, right? And it just doesn't sound like the analysis is the same as it was when he was first in the booth.
Right.
And so that's the criticism. And we could talk about all of the, Jim and how he delivers. Like, that's part of his personality, and that's either you like it or you don't like. But yeah, but it goes back to the nuts and bolts of it.
Check.
Not here. Analysis of what he provides.
Yeah, I mean, I have no idea what Mr. Hello Friends was thinking on that one. And actually, to sit there and suggest that that's the best chemistry, the person who has the best chemistry with he's worked with, that's kind of strange, isn't it? He was with Phil Simms for all those years, right? They had some good chemistry.
I didn't like Phil Simms.
I don't know, Tony.
I didn't like Phil Simms. I do think their chemistry is good. Like, they don't. It's very rare that they step on top of each other in terms of one speaking the other one. I do think that in watching and going back and watching games, and obviously some of them that he did, he's done a better job of, if there's a timeout, if they're going to a TV commercial, of actually throwing it to the break as well. Yeah. But in terms of the analysis of it, that's where I think people have had their criticism. I don't think it's an agenda-driven. I don't think everybody says, oh, well, I'd rather have this guy be partners with Jim Nance.
No.
To me, that would be the agenda-driven, and I've never heard that.
Actually, you think about it, and I think Nance obviously is very good, but his chemistry with his partners have been terrific. I mean, Romo, I think it's pretty good. Right here. I mean, going to other sports, Faldo and him were really, really good in golf. And in basketball, I mean, him and Raft, maybe Grant Hill to a lesser extent, and then even Billy Packer,
Yeah.
when he was doing it.
Thoughts and prayers?
Yes. But he always had, good rapport with these guys.
Yeah. And it's, I mean...
I think Jim Nance is like making stuff up. It's like a straw man argument here.
Well, he's trying to defend his guy, and he mentioned it there where he's, is one of his best friends.
Yes.
Right? Not only is he his broadcast partner, but he's one of his best friends, and nobody ever wants to hear anything bad said about their guys. They're going to come to their defense, and this is just him coming to Tony's defense.
All right. Coming up later in the program at 8:35, we'll get into Javi Baez. Coming up next, there are 17 people will be in Kansas City waiting their names. We'll let you know who they are. Coming up next, 97.1 The Ticket.
All right, Detroit, say it with me. Spring is here. And with spring in the air, it's time to de-winterize. So don't wait for problems to beat you this spring. Call Carter's Plumbing today and get in front of the spring mess. Whether it's groundwater, root intrusion, outdoor spigots, sump pumps, or flooding of any kind, do what I did and go to callcartersplumbing.com today, and their licensed technicians will come to your home and they're going to do a full de-winterizing inspection, because no one wants to have that spring morning where you wake up to find a pond in your basement or your yard. So visit callcartersplumbing.com today and mention 97.1 the ticket for $50 off your de-winterizing inspection.
97.1 The Ticket. Traffic.
This report brought to you by Wings Over Flint. Several crashes working, one in the Lake Orion area, Silver Bella Adams, one in Roseville, Groesbeck northbound at Common Road, and another in Shelby Township, Van Dyke Avenue at 21 Mile. 696 westbound closing this weekend from M10 to 275, 8 tonight through Monday. Starting tomorrow, the closure will extend to westbound 96 to Wixom Road. One of Michigan's most exciting summer events is Wings Over Flint. A thrilling air show with a lineup of incredible performances and static displays is happening June 24th and 25th. Get your tickets now at wingsoverflint.com. I'm Michelle Pena with traffic.
Now, text or call the ticket using the same number. Ticket text 248-539-9797.
The NBA playoffs are here, and you can turn crossovers into cash with FanDuel. Just visit FanDuel.com/Wojo right now and place a $5 bet, and you'll get an instant $150 in bonus bets, win or lose. So many fun things on FanDuel. There's great promotions. All of a sudden, it'll pop up. You opt in, and you get all sorts of items. It's awesome. There's no better place to bet all the playoff action than America's #1 sportsbook. Just go to FanDuel.com/Wojo. Sign up to get $150 in bonus bets when you bet your first $5. FanDuel is the official sports betting partner of the NBA. Must be 21 or older and present Michigan. Bonus issued is non-withdrawable bonus bets that expire 7 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See full terms at FanDuel.com/sportsbook. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-270-7117 for confidential help.
Gallienus Van Dyke Dodge Ram and Warren is the new home of Batmobiles. Yes, BAT stands for Badass Trucks. Like this 305 horsepower 23 Ram 1500 Crew Cab Bighorn Level 1 with huge 20-inch wheels for just $279 a month during Ram Truck Month. Need to carry the family? Seat 7 in a 23 Dodge Durango GT all-wheel drive. Well equipped, just $286 a month. Tired of sticker prices? We have new Dodges up to $10,000 off. You heard right. Pay up to $10,000 less than sticker on new Dodges. But make no mistake, you've got to go to Gallienus Van Dyke Dodge Ram if you want deals like these on Badass Trucks. Come see why Gallienus Van Dyke Dodge is Metro Detroit's largest volume Dodge dealer. Van Dyke Avenue at 11 Mile or VanDykeDodge.com. Stock number 390104 Ram or stock number 370020 Durango. 36 month lease, $39.95 new time plus tax and license. $10,000 off stock number 270122. 22 models Durango finance with Chrysler Capital. Must qualify for employee purchase. Lease loyalty and HM listen 10,000 miles per year.
1877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
With car prices at an all-time high, our donors are now getting highest receipts ever. Donate at carsforkids.org, and your car can be picked up tomorrow.
1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Now accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
Electrical lines can go down because of weather, accidents, or falling tree limbs. And anytime one goes down, it's dangerous. So DTE asks that if you see a downed line, please stay at least 20 feet away from it or anything it touches. Then report it by first calling 911 and then DTE at 800-477-4747. Remember, if you ever see a downed line, please stay away and stay safe. A safety message from DTE.
For the ones finding new ways to ensure the job always gets done. For the ones wearing many hats. For the ones who are hands-on, even from far away. And the ones keeping business moving forward. We are Grainger, offering professional-grade industrial supplies, plus real-time product availability and access to experts ready to answer your toughest questions. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Kelley Blue Book is the one-stop shop for pricing, fixing, selling, and instant cash offer. Instant cash offer is exactly what it sounds like. An official offer to buy or trade your car. Just enter your VIN or license plate, answer a few questions about your car's history, and what kind of condition it's in. In minutes, you'll receive an offer to sell or trade your car that you can be sure is fair. Then choose a dealer to purchase your car and schedule a time to meet. For all of the it's, KBB.com.
Is your vehicle no longer stopping like it used to? Don't miss spring brake deals at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Our professional parts people will help you find the brake parts and supplies you need. Now through April 25th, get 15% off when you buy a set of Brake Best Select or Import Direct brake pads and 2 rotors. Stop by O'Reilly Auto Parts today or visit O'ReillyAuto.com.
Auto Parts. Your opinion matters. Call the D Las Vegas 97.1 The Ticket Studio line at 248-539-9797. Book your stay at the D by visiting thed.com. The D Las Vegas, the home for Detroit sports in Vegas.
97.1 The Ticket would like to remind you that when you text the ticket, standard text messaging rates apply. Live from the Jamie Samuelson studio, here's Stoney and Jansen.
248-539-9797. 2 weeks from right now, we'll be dissecting round 1 of the National Football League draft. The Lions, did they take it 6? Did they stay at 6? Or did they take it 18? Did they stay at 18? How many picks did they get? It's all going to be known 2 weeks from today. We do know that there will be 17 prospects will be at the NFL draft. When their pick is announced, they get to hug the commish. The big deal of hugging Roger Goodell. All right, and here are these prospects. And I'm going to read them off. And, John, I want you to give me who you think is going to be waiting the longest in the green room. That uncomfortable moment. Here we go. Will Levis, Anthony Richardson, C.J. Stroud, Bryce Young.
All 4 quarterbacks.
Jalen Carter, Will Anderson, Jordan Addison, Brian Branch, Zay Flowers, Christian Gonzalez, Paris Johnson Jr., Joey Porter Jr., Bijan Robinson, Jackson Smith and Jigba, Keon White, Tyree Wilson, Devin Witherspoon. Who is going to be there the longest that they'll show in the green room? Now, the guy I think who's going to be, I don't think they're going to show him a lot in the green room because I don't think people expect him to go that high. And so I'm going to say Keon White from Georgia Tech. Some people don't even have him in the first round. Now, there's intel about who they invite, and there are also people who have declined. They'd rather be with their families as well, I'm sure.
Sure. I don't. Well, so the question is, did they invite somebody that might have to go back to the hotel without being picked?
Yes.
I think all of these guys will eventually be gone in the first round.
Let's
and
try going this
some
way
of it depends
instead.
on, all right, is there a run on offensive linemen? Is there a run on corners, which we've talked about and how it affects the Lions draft? I think there will be. But I think the guy, I go through this, and, I mean, there's an argument to be made for Will Levis. There's an argument to be made for Anthony Richardson. Is the hype, is the juice worth the squeeze? But I think it's probably going to be Jordan Addison.
You think Keon White will be selected before Jordan Addison?
I do, because I think of the importance of putting pressure on a quarterback, the depth, and the fact that there have been very good receivers, quality receivers, taken in later rounds, that there's just not this, and I don't think he's that type of player that says, well, you know what, if he's there, we have to take him. If he's, if somebody takes him before us, I can take Zay Flowers. Somebody takes him before, there's just other options.
Something else I just saw.
We never have.
Baumgartner, of course, used to work for Free Press.
Yeah, we should try checking this one out.
Live, and now is the draft guru, basically, one of them for The Athletic. His job is basically the NFL draft full-time.
Yeah.
So he had a column that just came out today on redrafting last year's draft.
Okay.
And where would people be? So I just want to throw some of this out to you, see what you think. Jacksonville Jaguars with the #1 pick, he says, would take.
Wonder if that will be as good as Stony Creek.
Instead of Trayvon Walker.
I disagree with that. I mean, yes, NFL Defensive Rookie of the Year, but I disagree with the position.
Even knowing what you know right now from how he played.
Yeah.
Okay.
I honestly, I think it probably would have been Hutch.
Okay. Well, Hutch is too still.
Yeah.
So the Lions get Hutch. So if you think any of these are wrong, guys, just
blurt it out.
Houston, Garrett Wilson.
At 3?
Their original pick was Derek Stingley Jr.
He was really good last year when the passing game was there.
Right.
I mean, he splashed, I thought.
Yeah. 4, Kevon Thibodeau.